What's up, everybody, and welcome back for another solo alpha episode. It's been a minute since I've actually messed around with this guy, but this tune is essentially just kind of like hanging out and just training to the limit for the most part. But this character has never been Omega. It's sitting at 5.1 million. A couple of skills have gotten completed just from daily logins. She's running high sec just like Dens with this Drake fit, which I'll put in the description. But basically just passive tank with some heavy missile launchers and everything. The income for this setup and everything in high sec is pretty decent. It really comes down to the availability for dens and things like that, and you kind of have to fly around a little bit. But I've found a few systems where the competition is pretty low. I'm able to run several dens back to back, and it operates pretty well. This fit also works really well with level 3 security missions, because the level 4s are locked behind Omega, but level 3 secs with this are another thing that this character kind of bounces between as well, which also is a lot of traveling. But on days where I'm not really feeling too much like that, then I can kind of just hang out or like hit the systems that I know are more likely to have Garistas dens and things like that. But essentially what I'm doing here is I'm coming into the den. I got like 49 or 40 something K range, so I'll just pick one of the structures and I'll orbit it at like 15K. And since there's no active tank or anything like that, it's literally just the heavy missile launchers. We just target up and just start taking stuff down. The drones essentially take care of frigates and destroyers. Once I assign them a couple times, then I just kind of let the drones do their thing, and then the ship itself will take care of pretty much the highest class and work its way down. I wanted to do this video because I haven't done anything really with this character in a long time. Near the end, though, like once we after the last episode, this character essentially just kind of was probably at like 4-ish million, and I had some basic implants on her, so I wanted to kind of get out there and start doing stuff with her. But I figured I might as well let the basic implants get the benefit of the basic implants, get her trained out to the limit for alphas, and we did that. So she's purposely going to be running basically no implants, so she is going to be probably getting into some pretty sticky situations, and that's kind of by design. But right now this is pretty chill as far as ratting goes. This fit actually would do really well in even nullsec. I thought about actually bringing this fit out to nullsec to do rat sites out there, but I figured for this return episode, since we've had kind of a hiatus, we'll kind of come back to high sec a little bit, run this Drake and probably the Raven and stuff, kind of do some seg missions and some just regular combat anomalies, and then kind of just slowly kind of progress our way back over to null, because this character was strictly doing the exploration data and relic sites in nullsec, and the income for that is really good. We're talking about a alpha fitted, a Heron ship that of alpha can fly, very cheap ship, and she was able to turn hundreds of millions in doing that every day. But after doing quite a bit of exploration over the past like 6 months or more on various other characters, I kind of wanted to just kind of get a really good security mission tune running that wasn't Omega, because I think that the idea and the interest behind running an alpha with the explicit purpose of never going Omega is the interesting part about that is actually seeing what all that character is capable of doing. And at least for me, I think that seeing an alpha character running like a really good Tech 2 battle cruiser, and especially an alpha running a like a battleship through content is really interesting, and it's probably not what a lot of people think when they think alpha. They think alpha being kind of, most newer players probably think alpha is really stuck in this kind of noobish box, but I think the ultimate goal is to probably get this character into probably a rattlesnake with the same kind of passive tank situation, and probably put cruise missiles on that. Obviously, we won't be able to use some of the more uh, purpose-built drones for that ship, but I think that having an alpha running a ship like a rattlesnake is pretty interesting for me. I think even just like an alpha running a Drake like this is fun, because for like, I think it's just, that's what a lot of people think. They don't realize, like, after they think about it, they're like, oh yeah, alphas actually can run everything up to battleship. Interesting. And factions and battleships. It's like, what can you do with that and everything? And that's what's kind of the goal. I think I talked about that in a few earlier episodes, that her goal was to essentially max out the alpha capability to showcase what all you could do. And that's still kind of the plan and kind of her roadmap for the most part, because this kind of stuff right here, yeah, obviously it's a den. Like, the bounty ticks aren't they great. They're not, what you would expect to get from the exact same ship. If you just transport her into nullsec and put her in like those combat anomalies, she'd be making significantly more ISK, right? Which we'll get there. We'll get her out to nullsec again eventually. But I think that just kind of doing stuff like this at the lower level and just kind of working our way up with the bigger ships and stuff like that. And I think that we'll probably be able to spam level 3 security missions quite a bit and get the wallet set up. I'll probably, in the next episode, zero out her wallet completely. And then from the new format for this series is essentially going to be kind of like a daily, like, I guess kind of like a daily log of her activities, and we're going to, over the course of several episodes, we're going to kind of just track her wallet balance as it goes up from the things that she does in this ship, or when we get her into a Raven in that stuff. And so I think the goal would be, like, over the course of several episodes, if not the extent of this series, you will be able to get a really good idea after watching the kind of daily income that is realistically expected from a setup like this. But I know a lot of people didn't think I was going to bring this series back. I didn't really think I was going to do it either, but I kind of wanted to kind of finish what I kind of initially planned for this character. So hope you guys enjoyed watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and if you like the content and you want to support the channel, consider becoming a channel member, where you get the membership badge and channel-wide recognition and everything like that. But like always, fly safe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.